I made it through, he ghosted.
The creaking, decaying halls of Black Hollow House, once grand, but now an eerie, forgotten place. A violent storm rages outside, its howling winds barely audible over the rhythmic tapping that seems to echo from within. Ben, a curious young man, enters the house, his flashlight flickering as he steps inside. The air is thick with dust, and the floorboards groan beneath his weight. Faint whispers seem to follow him, barely audible, but growing louder with each step. He nervously calls out, but no answer comes. The whispers grow clearer, and then a voice, soft, distorted, calls his name. Ben, come closer. Ben freezes, his pulse quickening, but he tells himself it's just the wind and continues onward. As he walks down a long hallway lined with faded portraits of long-dead ancestors, he hears the tapping again, louder now, and the whispers intensify. Ben, the sound seems to come from everywhere, as if the house itself is alive. He reaches the staircase, but as he climbs, the house seems to shift and groan, the walls closing in around him. At the top of the stairs, a door slams open violently, and despite every instinct telling him to turn back, Ben walks toward it. The door then slams shut in his face, but when he tries to open it, it creaks back open on its own, as if beckoning him inside. A cold gust of wind rushes past him, and the whispers grow louder, mocking him. Ben, are you scared yet? Ben's heartbeat races, but he steps forward anyway. He attempts to leave, but the hallway seems to stretch out endlessly, the walls narrowing around him. His flashlight flickers and dies, plunging him into darkness. Panic sets in as the whispers turn to shrill laughter, growing louder, as if the house itself is taunting him. Ben stumbles into the living room, feeling his way through the pitch-black space. Suddenly, something scuttles across the floor, too fast for him to see clearly. His flashlight sputters to life again, revealing only shadows. The room seems impossibly vast, filled with the stench of decay and cobwebs. He hears scuttling again, this time accompanied by a soft, almost playful giggle. Ben turns his head quickly, and in the corner of his eye, catches a glimpse of something small and crawling on the floor. His breath catches in his throat as he approaches a couch, pulling it back with trembling hands. A bony, pale hand shoots out from under the couch, gripping his ankle with an icy, unyielding strength. Ben screams, kicking and struggling, but the grip tightens, dragging him deeper into the dark abyss of the room. The shadowy figure that had been lurking in the corner now reveals itself, a hunched, grotesque form, its face hidden by long, tangled hair. Its eyes are hollow, and its smile too wide, filled with malice. Ben's heart pounds in his chest as the figure's fingers stretch toward him, whispering in a voice that seems to come from everywhere. You should never have come here. Ben thrashes in panic, but the figure pulls him further, and the room begins to close in around him. The camera follows as Ben is dragged, kicking and screaming, into the basement. The air grows colder, and the dampness of the room clings to his skin. The walls are covered with strange symbols, scratched into the wood as if by desperate hands. Ben's flashlight dies, leaving him alone in complete darkness. He feels something watching him, its presence suffocating, and then the figure steps out of the shadows. Tall, gaunt, and twisted, its smile stretches impossibly wide as it leans in close. You should never have come here, it whispers again, its voice full of distorted glee. Ben tries to scream, but his throat is dry, and his voice is swallowed by the darkness. The room seems to swallow him whole, the whispers now thousands of voices chanting his name. Ben, 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 and then silence. The house is empty again, the tapping and whispers gone, leaving nothing but the chilling reminder of Black Hollow's dark, malevolent grip.